Hey guys, I'm Rahul, and today for you I've got some rush gameplay on Owl's Mountains. Now I've got both rounds in this gameplay so you can see how you can play this loadout on both sides, like attacking and defending, and then you can get a rough overview on how you can do it. So this loadout is called the Super Support Setup. Now this is a really nice alliteration there, but it doesn't fail to prove to be the right name, if that makes any sense, because it is a really super support setup. So for the primary, we're going to be using the M249. This is like the first light machine gun you unlock after the original one. So once you've ranked up to like the first level, I think you unlock this, and it's really nice. I mean, its fire rate is quite high, and its ammo count at 100 rounds is quite high. However, you can up that to 200 rounds, which we will do. This just basically means you can shoot for longer. So anyway, onto the attachments. We're going to be using the 3.4 times PKA scope. This is the Russian variant of the American 3.4 times scope, and I prefer all the Russian scopes in the game, as for the scopes, they're just all clean, simple and sleek. Basically, for the 3.4 times zoom, they've only got the little triangle in the middle and everything else is zoomed in, so you can just take out your enemies easily. You can see the whole battlefield, there's nothing obstructing your view, as in the American scope you've got all those lines and numbers and they obstruct your view. So in the Russian scope, sorry, it's really good. As well as that, on the Cobra sight on the Russian scope, it's really nice as they've not got much metal parts, whereas on the Americans they've got a lot of metal parts. So overall, I think Russian scopes are better to use like in any situation. Now for the next attachment, we're going to be using the bipod. The bipod works better than the foregrip, as the foregrip does provide some help with the recoil. However, the bipod provides more. The recoil in the gun itself, if you can handle it, is really good, because all you got to do is push your analog stick up a little bit while you're shooting, and then your recoil, you should be able to handle it. However, with a bipod you won't have to do that, or you have to do that a little bit at long range, but when you're just like shooting at a short to mid-range distance with the bipod up and you've got your scope on, you're just going to be mowing down those enemies like there's no tomorrow. Finally, for the attachments, we're using the ammo one. This will just basically mean that we've got 200 rounds instead of 100 rounds in the gun to fire, and it means that we can spray for longer, take out enemies longer, and we can be less accurate, because we don't really have to worry about how much ammo we have. Also, you don't even have to care about how much you're shooting, as if you're playing support, you've got that ammo pack, you just throw it down, you get more ammo. We're also going to be using the C4 if we're attacking, and the mortar if we're defending. The mortar is pretty cool, as when you lose both your bases and you get pushed back a little bit, you can just put down your mortar and try and make sure that you stop a few enemies from rushing up a little bit, and then once they start to get through, then you can use your actual gun and take them out. The C4 is pretty good for attacking, because the defending side gets tanks and stuff, so you can C4 them up and then blow them up, and then you can win the game. Now this gun, I gotta say, it's better than sniping, because when you're sniping, I mean, this is how you're gonna play it. You're gonna play it kind of as a sniper, but when you're sniping, the two things you can't really do is, if you're not accurate, you can't really take out enemies, so that's the downside. And also at close range, if you've got a setup to go for long range, like 12 times zoom scope, bipod, stuff like that, then you're not going to be that well equipped for short range or close engagements, because you got to try and no scope the enemies or try and quick scope them, and that's quite hard in Battlefield 3, so you're not going to do that well in close range. However, with this loadout, I mean, this loadout just owns a close range. You've probably seen the clips a little bit at the start. If you just run in, you can just like hip fire, and because of how much ammo you have, you don't have to worry about losing it. And plus, with this gun, it just suppresses the enemy so much that they have no idea what's going on. They just have no idea who's shooting them or where the bullets are coming from, what to do, and they'll be suppressed while you can just take them out. You can zoom in if you want, but because the zoom, it might put you off, I would just say hip fire if they're at really close range. What's also good is if you're at long range, as you see in the clip a bit later, I think it might be now or something, you can take out enemies quite easily, as you just got to find it a little bit, find out the distance, and then you can just shoot above them and it'll spray them down. Or, as I do, you can just like fully also spray them, and then because of the recoil, how it'll adjust, basically the bullets will then drop down and a few of them will hit them, and over time you'll take them out. And if they're a sniper like we were seeing here, they're going to be suppressed, and then they've got the bipod, and then their scope will be swaying and they won't be able to take you out. So overall, this class is really nice to use. You should definitely try it out, like I say, with all my classes, and yeah, tell me how you do. If you want, you can even leave a class that you want me to use in the comment section below. I'm probably going to go through all the different kits and tell you the best loadout for all of them, and then I'll go into like random unorthodox loadouts. But yeah, so this is the support one. Maybe next time we'll look at the engineer one. I've got a really nice engineer one ready. And yeah, anyway, here is just an outro. You can either click and watch my UMP45 weapon review, or you can go on to watch my Q&A video. I don't mind which one you go to, but go to one, it'll be pretty awesome. And anyway, I'm Rahul, and I'll catch you in the next one.